Good. Okay. Hey, good evening. How are you doing? Thanks for streaming with us. We really appreciate it. And I know that this Friday was a gloomy day. It was gray. It started off really drizzly and then just kind of gray in the middle, and then we had some rain at the end. So we needed the rain, and it didn't really amount to a whole lot. But anyway, we did need the rain. Now you're wondering about the weekend. Well, we got a cold front that's pushed through. There's not a lot of coolness behind this front. I do think the winds are going to be a little breezy Saturday morning, but other than that, maybe cool. I mean, temperatures in the 40s. I do think Sunday morning is going to be really chilly, so we'll talk about the weekend here in just a second, but I'm going to really stick out my neck a little bit. Let's talk about Christmas. Yeah, I mean, that's many days down the road, so we're going to go beyond the 7-day, and looking at the maps, I can tell you this. I'm going to start off with this. I don't see any Arctic air headed our way anytime soon. You know, we could go the whole winter without seeing a real strong Arctic air mass come through. But I don't see the way that the jet stream is positioned. I don't see any of that. Maybe all the way into maybe the middle part of January, the beginning of January. So the first question probably, is it going to be a white Christmas? First of all, the odds on that were really small to begin with, and I'm just going to say no. But I do think it's going to be kind of mild to cool, temperatures in the 50s, and at this point, it looks like we may see mostly cloudy skies. Again, like I said, kind of sticking my neck out a little bit on the Christmas. I'll fine-tune that as we get closer to Christmas Day. All right, the airport 61, Stinson Airfield 62, winds out of the north at about 8. Dew points in the upper 50s out there. Again, with those northerly winds, if this would have been a really strong cold front, the winds would already be really picking up, and the dew points would have dropped already into the 40s. So again, not the strongest of frontal boundaries. Temperatures in the 50s, I think. In the morning, we'll start off in the upper 40s, somewhere around 47, I think will be the morning low. All right, the rain shower activity is pushed off to the east. We still have some clouds, but the cloud line is going to be pushing through as well. I'm trying to see, sometimes on the satellite imagery, it's kind of hard to depict, but it looks like the cloud line, I'm recording this at about 9:30, looks like it's just about to come through here. So give it another couple of hours. Let's just say midnight, give or take, and I think skies will definitely be clearing. The frontal boundary, I can tell you this, I didn't adjust the front. The front's actually pushed a lot further southeast than this. Fredericksburg is cooling off though. Kerrville 50, 52 at Del Rio. So there's no doubt we'll be in the upper 40s before the morning is over. Those temperatures definitely going to start cooling off. All right, so here's the state map. Again, I need to adjust this frontal boundary, but you get the picture. Not a lot of cooling initially behind the frontal boundary, but at Midland is coming down to 43. Amarillo's at 37 degrees right now, and we'll have those northerly winds really kicking up, I think, in the morning. All right, boy, they've got a nice little swirl there. All right, anyway, caught my eyes. As we head into tomorrow morning, let me adjust this real quick. Lows, the computer model says 50. I think we'll hit the upper 40s, no problem with that. If you do have to take a flight in the morning, you're going like towards New Orleans, looks like some pretty good thunderstorms in the south part of New Orleans, and a lot of thunderstorm activity in the eastern portions of the Gulf of Mexico. So if you're taking a flight tomorrow to Florida, looks like Florida is going to be seeing all kinds of rainfall there. Also in the middle part of the country around St. Louis, some rain up there, and looks pretty dry across the Rocky Mountains. High temperatures tomorrow, we should be in the mid 60s, and out in the Rocky Mountains only 40s for a high temperature for tomorrow. Let's take a look at the upper level pattern. Yeah, you see that bunch of red there in the middle, like around Oklahoma, Kansas. That's the upper level system that brought us some shower activity. And notice how we've got a little bit of, I'm going to just call it a disturbance, not to get too technical, coming out of New Mexico. Notice how it really joins together. And that's why I think some of those thunderstorms in Louisiana, they could be strong and then really joins together there in the Gulf of Mexico. And that's why Florida, it's going to be really wet Saturday into Sunday. But for our pattern behind that, when you have a northwest flow in the upper levels, let's say this is about 30,000 feet, you get that kind of a pattern. It's a real sinking type pattern, and so lots of sunshine. I mean, that right there just screams wall-to-wall sunshine as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Monday as well looks good. Tuesday, you got an upper level ridge. Now, I do think Tuesday we could cloud up a little bit. We've got a little weak disturbance coming in. You can see it right there. Not enough moisture for any kind of shower activity. And then with the southwest flow aloft, see that? Coming out of the southwest was that big system out there in California in the Pacific. With this kind of pattern, that usually means kind of partly cloudy on Friday or Thursday, and then by Friday, I think we've got a chance for rain. So about 1 week from today, we should be looking at another chance for rain. And you know what? Just for kicks, let's go out to Christmas Day. This is just one computer model, by the way. But yeah, this is Christmas, and it's going to get real tricky on this right here. I don't see a lot of cold air, so that's why I just disregard any kind of real cold weather, but it could be even wet with this pattern. We're going to have to fine tune this, but definitely mostly cloudy and mild to cool, I think was probably the best thing we could say about Christmas. That's the way it looks to me. Okay, so let's take a look at the 7-day. Tomorrow, starting off chilly, breezy, high 67. Sunday, cold in the morning, lows in the upper 30s. I think the hill country, some places in the hill country will probably see a little light freeze, and then a high temperature on Sunday of 70. What a nice afternoon it's going to be. High 66 on Monday. Tuesday, mid 60s. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, high 71. And then again, here comes that next system that comes in. Some morning drizzle on Friday. Kind of, Friday, it looks like next week is going to be almost a replay of what we had today, with a 50% chance of picking up some showers for that Friday. All right, really appreciate you guys streaming with us again. Enjoy the weekend. If you've got a soccer game tomorrow morning, it's going to be cool, no doubt, but it could be breezy as well. And if you've got an afternoon soccer game Saturday, not too bad. Sunday morning is going to be pretty chilly as well, but all in all, weekend looks pretty good. All right, I've got to do the 10 o'clock. Make sure and watch. I believe it's going to be Maggie tomorrow morning. So watch her, watch the weekend, and I'll be back bright and early on Monday morning. All right, thanks for streaming with us. We appreciate it. We'll see you later.